It's time for Seriously, Let's Play.
And we are back. Hi, this is John with Passion Early Podcast here for Seriously Let's Play. And we are playing our cyber-esque version of Heroes Unlimited. And today I am joined at the table by Steven.
Hello.
Shawn.
Hello.
Roxy.
Hello.
And Jens.
Greetings.
Jens. Not Jens. Jens.
Either one.
All right. Well, when last we left our intrepid group of cyber warriors,
Ooh, makes us sound pretty BA.
Hey, we did a lot of really cool stuff.
you had descended down into what was the ancient cities built beneath Mega City 13
Mega City 13.
and onto the illegal track where a game called Cyberball was played. Your team dominated, and not only dominated, probably would have won the game after the first lap, which usually it takes minimum 3 laps to win a game. Y'all tore apart the enemy team.
It was more than laps, I think. Something else is going on.
And as you grabbed the Cyberball, the steel ball that is a part of this sport, and made the turn on the track, coming back from the direction it had started off at, and you saw your host, the owner of the team, looking down upon you, and you scored your goal, the first goal of the game, and at this point also the last goal of the game. The room that he was standing in exploded, and just smoke, fire, but also now you're all seeing in the distance lights, like think laser sights being illuminated in the shadow and smoke.
I was wondering where, do they look like they're pointed at us? Or do they look like they're pointed at...
It looks like there is movement. Think that now that it is darker down here, and
like
also the
they're
smoke,
not aimed at anything right now. They're
it's like
just
they're
around.
moving through kind of that wobbling in the air where the laser, like somebody is running, holding a laser rifle or a rifle with a laser sight.
My infrared is on.
Just on the edge of your vision, you see what appears to be city troops moving into the area. You see
a raid.
soldiers from the Mega City 13, but you also see these quad hunter tanks. They look like these large kind of mechanoid robotic tanks where they have 4 legs, but the legs also end in wheels. And they are known for being very powerful. Gatling guns, missiles. Nobody's quite certain what extent the armory is on these things.
Oh. Cheese it, it's the cops.
Your team, I'm guessing, gets off the track immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Barricade said he was screaming something out at
Yeah, I'm, Dad!
What?
Johnny?
And
Were you not aware of this, right?
No.
This is something
No.
you had...
Yeah, no, this was a secret. And I'm staring at where the room exploded. I'm not processing the lasers coming in, anything like that.
We're gonna have to figure out how to push Barricade off this track.
Yeah.
guys.
Well, because I'm like behind you, I'm gonna run up, like wheel up to you and just say, "Hey, man, come on, we gotta go now."
But
Police, we gotta go.
We'll find him. We'll find him later. We need to leave.
all right, yeah,
Are we?
yeah, I guess okay.
All right. This leads, of course, to a question of 2 things. Obviously, are you going on the run, trying to get away? Are you going to try and hide? At the same time, your body is huge.
I'm squishy as heck when I'm not.
Yeah, are you going to take your suit with
I
you?
think you need to.
I think we might need to at first see if we can get ahead and find somewhere to hide,
is this
hunker down.
force or troops? Are they in front of us on the track?
They're in front of you, and it looks like they have come down in the elevators and are spreading out from there.
All right. Is the track like suspended? Is it high up above? Like, is there stuff below the track?
It kind of changes in elevation throughout. I mean, it's almost like imagine elevated portions of a highway that, going up, going down. There is a point at the end of the track called the drop, which is about a 3-story section where you go up onto a platform and then it just falls out. Usually at that point, everybody climbs onto the Rook, because the Rook can sustain no damage from falls.
Right.
So I think we all should get on the Rook.
Yeah,
probably.
let's do that and just book it for the drop and see where we can go from there.
Do I know of any other way out of this track?
This will require some rolls using skills.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what are we going to do?
So I want to see if I can find, or if I know of another exit out of here from either past experience or
All right, so what
if
kind
I
of
can
skills
see
you
something,
got?
or if I found one like in my. What
'Cause
kind
we-
of skills do I have?
Yeah,
I don't
you
know.
do have, if you look over here, these are going to be the majority of your skills.
I can read and write really well.
Yeah.
Does
you
that
should
help?
also have, you do have a gyroscopic compass, so you know you can find your way around and not get lost.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone here have any form of tracking?
I've got surveillance systems.
I have detect ambush, which I would
I have
like.
that too, and detect concealment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Concealment, ambush
Is
is a
that finding
person.
somebody else concealed?
Ambush is a person being hidden. Concealment is an item on a person.
How about do we know what military group this is?
You would think this is going to be the city's forces.
Is it
security
like a
forces.
police?
Yeah,
Like a police
essentially.
force?
I do have military etiquette. I guess that would just be like knowing the rules for the military.
I will say this, since for the most part nobody really has any specific knowledges that pertain to this. I thought I had somebody. I thought one of y'all had something that would assist in this.
I've got like computer operations, computer programming, robotic electronics.
Yeah, you're almost the group's medic.
Yeah.
Right.
But I mean, I have all the detection stuff. So
Yeah.
can I roll something for detection to see if I can find another way out?
Absolutely.
Do we want to drop off the drop first before we do that? Because that's where we're going to be operating from. Is after that drop off, we're going to be looking for an exit from that.
Yeah, I mean, if
point.
we're all on the Rook by
Yeah.
that point anyway.
Yeah.
So essentially, the two elevators that brought you down here one brought you down, one brought the opposing team down. Those are the most direct routes in and out of here to get back to the city. Otherwise, you're going to be left to climb section by section back up. There are different ways and tunnels that you'll be able to find your way through.
Those are
It's
the
just
only two elevators.
that are direct, like go directly from the surface to this level. Everything else is going to be staircases,
Which
tunnels.
is not going to help if we're going to keep me in the Rook armor.
So you can. I mean,
But there aren't other elevators that go part of the way up?
There
And
are
maybe other
elevators that take
that
you
would
part
go
of the way
farther
up. Yes.
Like there might be a sequence of elevators?
Using your vision and looking around, you do see some of the larger and taller buildings that pierce through different layers of the ground above you.
Okay.
The track
so-
is just a loop, right?
Yeah.
Essentially, yes.
And with a drop.
Yes. So you could make your way to one of those buildings and start to make your
At
way
the
up.
bottom of the drop,
Mm-hmm.
is there a way? Could we access the elevators? Are there? Okay. Here's my question: are there still people streaming out of the elevators?
And spreading out through the city. Using your infrared vision, you'll be able to pick them out. And, of course, probably a good idea to turn off the lights at this point for you.
Oh yeah, I don't have the beam went off anyway.
Yeah.
After I saw the ball, I turned off my light beam.
Occasionally, you hear the sounds of rifles firing in the distance. Could be that they're shooting at...
Do I see any of the other team?
You occasionally see one of the other team members strafing between buildings, trying to get away as well.
Are they anywhere near us?
No, not at this point.
Okay.
I guess the question is, do we abandon the tank,
I
Hard
don't
to
feel like we
hide.
want to.
Part of me thinks we should just like
power through these guys?
plow through, get on that elevator. Because once we're on the elevator,
But what's at the top of the elevator though? That's the biggest question. There's going to
Are there
there-
more people up
right?
there?
They're not going to have those unguarded.
yeah, but she has the infrared vision, so we should be able to see. Hey, there's people up at the top outside the elevator. Or I guess that would be more heat detection, less
Heat
infrared.
detection,
Yeah.
Other things I will say, there are two members at the table that also have ability of communication with radios. You could try to find whatever band these guys are using.
Actually, yeah.
Radio basic.
I'll
What do you know?
try. I'll try to do that.
There we go. So go ahead and
so try
it's
to intercept this
Yeah.
radio transmission.
exactly. It is going to
Okay.
be a percentile roll, and you are rolling below the number that you have.
Okay. All right, I did. I rolled 17. The target number was 55.
All right, let's see. Hi. Yes, I know.
22 myself.
22. All right. So both of you have gained access, and you hear basically movements of troops. They're calling out. They're saying, "We have movement on this highway. Cross over to this street," and basically barking out different commands. They are spreading out throughout the city. You're getting that kind of information from this, and it looks like they are hunting other members of the team currently.
Okay, and then can I use my roll for like intelligence to know the layout of the place that we are, or would my character just know that from being here enough times?
Roughly, just from visual and times you've been here. So
Okay.
Okay, so if we know which way they're heading, there's no way we're going to sneak the tank out.
Well, if we know if we know where they are, we can take the roads to avoid them with the tank.
Yeah, but I'm assuming that this thing's not exactly quiet.
not exactly.
Can we ascertain roughly how many units are in front of us?
There are currently have come down in the elevator at this moment 30 people and 2 tanks.
That's not good.
Okay. And,
Now they are spreading out, and this is essentially several
Like a
neighbors.
metropolis.
Yeah,
This is like urban warfare. This is a lot of cover, a lot of...
yeah.
I mean,
it would be very easy once they're spread out to pick them off one at a time. Is what I'm
Barricade
saying.
won't be
Yeah.
any louder than the tanks.
Yeah.
That's true. Okay, yeah, then let's start.
I mean, if we absolutely have to abandon it, we have to abandon it. But until we have to,
Well, here's my question.
Or you
Before
drive
we get
right
moving,
off.
do we want to top your guys' energy up off of mine before we start heading out? Because
yeah, I think so.
Onyx is going to be a little low. I know
Yeah, I'm a
you're going to be a
little
little low.
Not too bad.
I'm not super.
I mean,
low.
I'm down to 225 of 300.
So do we want? So we want.
Or do we just drive this tank right off the tracks? It can't be hurt by damage from falling.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, we can load up
mean,
on. Well, we can.
Who's
though.
to say that there's not some other elevator or something that we can use to get back up to the surface
I'm good.
farther
Yeah,
in the
let's
city?
do it. Let's drop. Let's
If
do
we
the drop.
can just get out of the area a little bit and
Yeah, I think
put
if
some distance
get
between
out of the
us.
area, they'll spread out more. We'll have some breathing
So
room.
yeah, let's go off the drop.
Okay.
And since
and
we were able to tap
got
into
it.
their frequency, can we like give everyone else the frequency as well, so
Yeah.
we're all tapped into it?
Absolutely.
That's
Okay.
what I was
Awesome.
thinking.
Yeah, because since I'm on the mobile base, I can probably monitor it better while you guys are spread out.
Do
so
any other of you
Yeah.
have any kind of like detection systems besides the ambush?
I've got some ability in surveillance systems. It's pretty low.
Okay.
Yeah, I got detect ambush, detect concealment. I also have pick locks, intelligence, and wilderness survival,
So once we get off the drop, Onyx needs to drop off and be point.
and demolitions.
Yeah.
Nice.
We have a lot of the same skill.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys would be point, and then
Yeah.
you know
You're both former military.
I would probably
essentially.
stay on top of
until you need to dart
until
off
I
or
needed
something.
to dart off for something. I would stay on barricade.
Okay, let's
And
everybody
I have motion detection too.
load up. Let's go. We're gonna head for the drop.
Alrighty. So are we refueling?
Are we safe in a fall
Yes.
with you?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
It
The
covers
Rook,
us.
it's designed in such a way that
Is it kind of magnetic to where we
Yeah.
kind of clip on?
he will cushion the blow enough, and it's almost like think almost like a repulsor engine right at the last moment. And
Okay,
so
so
We
yeah.
would have been doing this drop if we had been doing multiple rounds around the track.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So yeah, I'll hop on, and I've only
Likewise.
expended 50 of my SDC, but if once we hit like the drop, he refuels his, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you can refuel us, and then we'll hit the drop, and then you'll get
Yeah.
refueled.
Okay. Yeah. So everybody refuel
Alright.
up on me. So everybody gets their SDC back,
Okay, so that brings me back to full.
and then
Does it take SDC from him to refuel ours?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm taking 50 from you.
Yeah.
that's fine. But it's,
Now,
as soon as
once
I
he
hit the
hits the
bottom,
drop,
I'm gonna
it's-
fill back
Right.
up.
I
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
wasn't aware of how much you had.
Well, I've got 600, so everybody can
Yeah,
top
yes.
off.
Oh,
Fine.
all right. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're beef.
Yeah, everybody can top off, and then so do I need to accelerate to get away to the drop, or can we just do my standard movement speed and still
Wait.
be okay?
Are we headed for the drop
Yep.
or just dropping off the platform itself?
Just heading for the drop.
Because that's
Yeah.
the easiest way off the platform.
And that'll give him back a full SDC as well.
Now are you going to go ahead and I would figure you're also using you're just going to burn through the rest of your SDC that you currently have. So you are just going to
Like zoom.
Zoom.
Yep.
make the drop, and then
Hit back
Is
up.
the drop part of the track that goes back on the track, or does it drop off the track?
it's a part of the track where essentially you were going up on a ramp of what used to be a highway up to the equivalent of 3 stories, and then it's like it was destroyed at that end, and you fly off, and it's almost like, think of the reset of the track.
So it goes back on, but then he could hop off. But
Yeah.
once we cross over that, he refills. So
Sounds good to me.
and then we'll get off the track. We'll get away off to where we can go off into the city.
Yep. So I'm going to spend everything down except for like 25 points. Just burn it, hit the edge of that ramp,
Yeah.
refill, and then we'll figure out what we're doing next.
You've heard of speeds this fast going on a Rook, but this is the
This
first
is
time
insane.
any of y'all have experienced it.
It's like, all right, guys, we're going to burn this. Hold on tight.
So how fast are we going now?
Let's see. You
Like,
took 50. You took 50 from me.
I took 50
I
from
took
you. Yes.
75.
75. So, and how much did you take, Jens?
I was at 223, and I'm I am not sure.
I think you
Somewhere
only
in the
took
rounds
like
of
30.
like 30, yeah, around 30.
Okay, so I'm doing about 400. 460 with my base speed.
Nice. So yeah, we're flying.
This is-
that is flying.
Yep.
Yeah, this is
I got the
new
500.
land speed record.
Hopefully there's
like-
some sort
At this
of
point, you become airborne probably if you hit a tiny little bump.
The edge of that ramp. Yep.
Yeah. There is a certain amount of a strange electromagnetic liquid that almost buoys the vehicle, as well as provides it with a certain amount of magnetism to keep it on the track and keep other things glued to it.
Okay.
Yeah, I assume there's some sort of like protective shield that if we hit those kinds of speeds
Yeah.
that we're not, like our brain's not getting liquefied in the back of our skull or
That rare little June bug comes flying by and like bullets into your head.
yeah.
And probably all of our feet have these rollers that are similar.
Yeah.
Similar, but his are designed for the drop.
Yeah.
And so he goes over the edge of that drop, and you go out quite a distance before coming back down. Vents and shafts open up on the sides to help reduce the speed. It helps you. It's basically regaining you your SDC.
Awesome.
You slow down and you touch down, and you peel off the track and into the city.
Doing 60 because that would be the base speed. So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna crank it up yet because I think we need to go a little.
Yeah. You
Slower.
think that you hear, and actually you're confirming it over your radios, that somebody has either seen or heard something from the direction that you're in. But any foot traffic, anybody on foot is not going to be able to catch you. So they call out and they say, send in the quad hunters.
Okay. Can I use my detect ambush to like detect whether or not there's people surrounding or close to us?
For the direction that you're going, you begin to this peel into the city. I mean, these are short high-rises above you. And it's like you see blown out old shops and everything else, but you're the first ones to come through this way, and you begin to look around, and dust still on the ground, a lot of debris. No one else is here yet. There's no one out in front of you. If there's anything, it's going to be back behind you.
Do I see that other team member
All right.
that was darting between? I'm sorry, did I interrupt you?
No.
Okay.
No, you're good.
Go ahead and let's look for. Essentially, it's going to be a detect ambush.
And that's percentile.
I did not succeed. I
Yeah.
rolled 52. My target's 45.
Yeah, I rolled 43 and my target is 30. So
You think that you spotted Blitz hiding in one of the shops over here as you're driving down
I
the
mean,
road.
Benji is of the mind that Blitz is in the same position we are.
Yeah.
Or he knows something about this that we don't.
Yeah, because their
Or they're in on
owner
it,
was
or they're
gone.
part of it.
Yeah, true.
But at the same time, he kind of sacrificed him to this too, so he might be on it, but the team
Or we might have
not
an
be.
ally, maybe.
Right.
Yeah, because we don't know who they were firing on behind us. I just kind of assumed it was
Yeah.
Cyberball players.
Yeah, I also assumed that it was just anyone in the audience as well.
Oh, okay.
It could be just like complete raid that they're shutting us down.
Yeah.
So
If you guys want to reach out to her,
But his dad did blow up.
hey,
far
we
as-
don't know he's dead yet.
yeah, I
Did
mean,
we see his dad blow up?
You saw definitely the
him
room
clapping, and then the room went up.
Look, it's
It's all very cats in the cradle.
Would we think he was dead?
Are you the No, I'm the unprincipled
Probably.
one. Which one are you?
It's all very cats in the cradle. I mean, that's why I didn't talk about Dad and all that. You know, didn't play catch with me.
Yeah, he's gone with at work all the time playing Cyberball.
It's comic book movie rules. We didn't see him die, so he isn't
Therefore,
dead.
he's not dead, and even if we did
True,
see him
true.
die, they were faking it because he's Loki.
Yeah.
So
Well, this is also a world where you can probably have a replicated.
he's got a
looking
redundant.
Android.
He's a redundant
Oh, yeah.
system.
A life model decoy.
Yeah.
Can I use my? So where did you say I thought Blitz might be?
As you're basically all of you are riding on top Barricade, going down this road, and you think you look off the side and you see them ducking, hiding amongst maybe some mannequins or something in a storefront. They look terrified.
Okay, I'm going to.
They failed their hiding test. They rolled a 95.
Oh, nice. I'm gonna. I think I see Blitz,
All right.
and I'm gonna hop off, but I can catch up.
Yeah, I'm
gonna
just doing 60, so
Yeah.
you're gonna get off at 60.
And I mean, worse that. Is it she?
Do
I
for
know?
Blitz, we said they.
They could do as much to me as I could do to them.
yeah.
So.
I mean, you can have the king.
Well, I can.
Onyx get off.
I will go with you, but like I'll try
I feel
it.
like we should all take cover.
Well, I'll go
I
with
am
you and
the
try to
cover.
hide.
Well, I mean, hide.
I mean, if we can find a building that you could pull into.
Okay.
Is there any
well,
bay doors around here?
do we want to reach out first? Because we can reach out to
Yeah,
them
let
on
me-
our way by.
Let me hop off as we go by. You guys
Okay.
don't have to go far. Like circle the ball.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna hop off with you and hide in case they make a move against you. I can hop in.
This is so. Think of this as a portion of a metropolis. So anything you could imagine that would be in one of those, there's access. So things with bay doors, loading docks, fire departments have
Like-
bay doors,
Okay,
mechanic
Like
shops.
parking garages.
You know what?
Yeah.
So while they're reaching out to the other team,
I'll hang with you.
we're gonna go and see if we can find some place to park me,
That's fun.
because it's gonna be within distance that everybody else will be easy enough to get
This
to
is,
us.
If
Is there a parking garage nearby?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's find a parking
Yeah, let's
structure.
do that.
All right.
and
you-
you've doused lights, so like you're not.
I'm in.
you're
I'm
not
in
glowing.
total. Yeah, and there's no lights going right now.
Okay. Do we all have like?
We're in radio contact.
We're in radio contact. I didn't know if we had any kind of like night vision.
But they can have radio
Oh.
basic too.
you are the only one that has anything similar with your infrared.
Can I use radio basic to scramble our signal to where the enemy is
Yeah.
at a possibility?
You can go. I'm going to say that somebody with a form of communications could, but radio scrambling is actually a skill,
Okay.
and so it's not going to fall under radio basic, unfortunately.
Oh, he's got communications, right?
No,
Yeah.
I
I've
thought
got-
you had some sort of computer stuff.
I've got computer operations, computer programming, robotic electronics, robotic mechanics. I've got some surveillance and some computer hacking.
You could try and create a really quick program with computer hacking that would,
Well, I can do that with computer programming too. That's
Yeah.
a higher for me. So, all right, I'm going to write a little small script that will attempt to hide our signals. 41. That's under my 55 for computer
we go.
programming.
Sweet.
That was useful.
Yay!
And can I use my intelligence or wilderness survival to like keep myself hidden while Mercury goes to confront Blitz?
yeah, absolutely.
And then
is
we're going to go find the parking garage.
this is a urban wilderness essentially, and
Yeah.
I definitely feel like this applies.
Okay.
We are now urban explorers.
Essentially.
That is 47. That is not under 45.
Oh.
think though you might be hidden.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
So you go in. I hide outside.
it's fine. So I speed skate in, casually, super cash.
As casually as you can on wheels.
I don't want to look like I don't want this isn't a doorbuster or anything.
Blitz sees you
Blitz.
coming and kind of stands up and gets in as close to a fighting stance as they can. It
We're
looks
not-
like they've taken some soot, maybe a little bit of oil, and tried to cover up the chrome on their body.
Smart. I can still see you though.
Shit.
Hey, Cyberball is PG-13.
That was my one for the night.
Blitz, you don't have to square up. It's okay.
What's going on?
I don't know, but where is Tadashi?
He took off. I have no idea. He didn't even tell us what was going on. I started slowing down following Valkyrie, and when all that started happening, she took off. I don't know where she is. I think Gumball's dead. There's a...
By us?
No.
Okay.
Well, we
No, I
didn't.
think-
We didn't
Legit
help.
question.
We didn't help.
I don't know.
That's not how we play.
Yeah,
We don't.
well- One of the soldiers, one of the groups of soldiers, I think, was in that area of the track when I heard gunfire.
Ah, crap. Well,
I don't. Yeah, it's just me out here right this
do you
moment.
know other way out of this place? How to get back up?
Well, I was planning on going for that, and he points.
Oh, is it
Just
he?
on-
Is
yeah.
it he?
Yeah, we'll go ahead with he for the moment.
Okay.
That you're able to communicate with them, get a little bit, otherwise fairly androgynous armor, things of that
Oh,
nature.
there.
But
Andrew Bros.
there you go. But
Or
he
something.
points, and probably about a half mile away, there is a building that is broken in half, and the top half seems to lean and crash through the next layer up of the underground. It's like, that's the only thing I can figure is going for that. Climbing my way out. I figured that, might be able to do that.
You can't climb in your suit, can you?
No, but if we can get there, and that might be our only way out. I mean, it might be worth
Okay, I was just-
ejecting out of it and
That was kind of an out of
getting
character
squishy.
aside. I just want to make sure that you didn't have like some sort of like rocket propulsion or something like boosters. to
I mean,
go
it's
up.
got the anti-grav and that kind of stuff. I mean, I don't know if it would go up the side of a building.
Are there any weapons stored on that tank of yours?
I don't think so.
I would.
Because it was against the rules to have long range and ranged weapons.
Well, he could be hidden.
General. Mercury to General.
Copy.
Can I?
Is that proper etiquette? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't either. Never used a CB in my life.
This is the general copy.
Have Blitz here, and they might have a way out. Bring with. Over.
Roger. Headed your way.
All right. So
So are you headed their way, or are they headed your way?
Well, we were parking in a parking garage. Why don't we regroup at the parking garage
yeah.
and then...
I'll send the coordinates over. I'm assuming we have some way to do something like that.
Yeah, I would think so.
GPS style
Yeah.
coordinate system.
Right.
And she has also a gyroscope built in. I mean, she could make her way back to you. So
Yeah.
I'll come out of hiding
okay.
since everything seems to be friendly here.
I gather at this point.
Yeah.
Okay. I at least extend. Do you want to come with us? We still have our full team.
If you think you can get out of here, yeah.
Well, we're
gonna
gonna try.
Okay, let's just get as far away from here as. And
What
he
is
turns
how's
and
your fuel?
looks out the side of the parking garage, and he motions for everybody to get down.
Oh, we're in a department store, right?
I thought it was a parking garage.
They're in a parking
We're in the
garage.
parking garage. They were in the
We're in a
department store.
department
They're going to
store.
come to
Okay.
us.
Then he motions for you to get down, and
I do.
you start to.
I don't turn my back on him, but
Yeah.
I
You begin to hear in the distance a light rumbling, and it's definitely a sound you're used to in the
quad
city.
tank.
Yeah, definitely one of the quad tanks moving about in your sector.
Are you guys hidden?
I'm assuming we're as hidden as
Okay.
we can be in the parking garage. Probably in the middle of it,
That's fine.
considering my bulk.
And he looks at you and says, "Okay, do you think your friends can meet us out that way?" And he basically points easternly from your direction. If we can make our quad tanks can't really move through the buildings. As long as we stay inside the buildings, it's going to be tough
Did
for
you
them
come
to
in
get.
the building?
For them to get us.
Yeah.
Okay. My question at that point would be, do you need refueling?
Let's see. For him, he's actually not terrible. He ended the combat at 150 SDC.
Well, my only thinking is if we leave Do you have mechanics question out of character. Once Shawn leaves Barricade,
Yes.
once he leaves the suit,
I'm squishy.
He is Barricade.
he's squishy,
Yeah.
but does
you-
he have SDC at
Yes.
that point? So he still has some way of propulsion.
Well, he is.
It's just
Are you still
outside of-
human?
No, I'm
You're
yeah.
the same.
Except I'm not specialized like you guys are. I'm not meant to operate outside of the suit on the track, so I don't have any really offensive
You
capabilities as
also
far as I
have
understand.
robot stuff, right, on your skills?
He's a hacker.
I'm a hacker. I've got robotic electronics, robotic mechanics.
Can the tanks get into a parking garage, or are these like standard old school parking garages that are smaller than like a tank could get into?
It would be possible for them to get into the parking garage.
If they
Yeah.
thought they needed to be.
Yes.
Like,
Okay. Guys, I have an idea. I'm really good at demolitions.
I can help you with that too.
We can lure the tank into the parking garage,
and
and
implode it.
we can get to the top. He doesn't take fall damage. We can
Do we
get
have a way
the-
of rigging up an explosive?
we can sure dang try.
I would allow a wilderness survival check to see if you can figure out what down here could be used for explosives.
I'll do that.
I'm okay with that too.
Yes, 37. That's lower than 45.
That's a 30.
In this era that you're currently in the strata of the Undercity,
Mm-hmm.
there were vehicles that had started to use batteries to power themselves. When they sit around long enough, the batteries essentially become,
Small bombs.
they could be used for explosives.
Okay.
If rigged right.
All right. Yeah. I'll. So my demolitions number is 70. What's yours?
Mine's 60.
Okay.
Oh, demolitions.
Yeah.
70.
Okay. So we're the same on that.
Yeah.
So if
60
we
wilderness survival, I pass that too.
So I've radioed up to you like, hey, this is my idea. We'll lure the quad tanks into the parking garage. We'll set up these car batteries as bombs. Like I'll collect as many of them as I can, and like you meet me at the bottom. We'll rig them up as we can. See if we can like make some kind of remote detonator. And then once the tanks are in there, we'll hop on Barricade. He'll drive off the top, and then we do really cool. Push the button. Explosion happens. Probably propels us a little bit forward.
We need a somebody to draw that quad tank in here.
What if we take Barricade back down, and then have Barricade be seen, and then go into the parking garage, and drive up to the top, and then he can shoot out the top?
Yeah, while we're so he's down there as the distraction. We're in there setting up.
I'm just huddled really closely near Blitz,
Yeah.
speaking into.
So
Into my
are there
comms.
some old dilapidated cars in the parking garage
Oh
that I
yeah,
can search?
absolutely.
Okay.
So you can start scavenging in those, yeah.
Yeah, and I'll
so
run
how-
in and I'll start
so the
scavenging
plan
too.
is-
So we both pass those.
So the plan is I'm going to be outside the parking garage to lure the tank in.
I think that's the best way, and then they can try to follow you up, unless you have misgivings about that.
I'm just trying to wonder how fast I'll be able to get up there. They're going to be following pretty close behind me.
I mean, you can move pretty dang fast, and since we're going to be like, once we get to the thing and you have to ditch the vehicle anyway, you could burn it.
We can blow it up.
How many tanks are out there? There were two, right?
There are
that came
two
in?
that came down, but there's only one
Only
currently
one out there
outside.
right now. Okay.
So
Oh,
So we might potentially have.
That
another
makes
one
me
to do.
question whether we have time to do this.
we've already
What
used
if you-
our
what if you lure
radio.
'em up?
Okay,
'Cause you're already down there.
I even another idea, not better, just a different one.
Are you gonna radio on
we've
their
already
frequency?
used our radio to tap into their frequency, so I already know their frequency. So I can just say, hey, we've spotted the whatever our
Yeah,
team
that
name
works.
is, team in this parking garage at this sector in this area,
Everything's fine.
and
How are you?
And I can.
Or you can just mislead them away from us. We don't even need demolitions.
No, but if we mislead them away from us, they're still there.
What if you
we
don't implode
if
the-
if we bring them in and we explode and we blow up the parking garage and bring it down on top of them, that possibly
Well, that'll bring the
Takes-
rest too, right?
that would take away those two quad
And
tanks.
we'd be a way to. Well, there's. Well, yeah, that's true. If they send the other one over.
Yeah, well that's
At
what I'm
least
hoping.
immolate.
Quad tanks to coordinate.
Yeah, so it's just like, hey,
I could also try computer hacking to set off some kind of alarm somewhere else in a different part of the city that could pull them away. I mean, it's a slim chance. I don't have a lot of hacking.
I think if we could try to get, I mean, I know this is like taking way longer than an in-game conversation should, but
It's happening pretty quick.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think I like the idea of trying to at least eliminate the quad tanks because we
That's
could
fine.
probably deal one-on-one with cops.
Yeah,
Or
one quad tank's
enforcers.
better than 2 quad tanks.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna, I want to try to use their radio frequency to lure both quad tanks to us.
Okay. Let's see.
Can we pool our demolition abilities?
Not really, but you can both roll to
Place the bombs.
place the bombs in different locations, ensure a greater amount of success, obviously. The damage that's going to be done when these go off. So both of y'all want to roll your percentiles on that?
For demolitions?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Obviously, aiming for below 70.
I rolled an 80, so that's already
69.
it's already bad.
Nice.
Nice.
That's
All
a
right.
great number.
Are
That is
y'all going
1 point of success.
Yeah. Hey, success is an success.
Are you going to try and get any more? Are you just trying to get one? Or are y'all
I'm
going
going to
up?
place that at the entrance to the parking garage.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I could slip out of my thing. I've got some points in mechanics. I could just try and pull some of the car batteries in the cars. I'm assuming it's easy for me to get in and out of Barricade.
Yes, very easy.
All right, I'm gonna hop out and I'm gonna try and pull some batteries out to get some more. So I got to roll under 50
About how long?
and a
until-
79. I was not
about
useful.
How long do we have before that tank rolls up on the parking garage?
They are sweeping the area. The moment you make radio contact, they're going to start coming directly this direction.
yeah.
And you'll have like rounds, like
How many?
2 rounds before they arrive.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I try demolitions again to set
Yeah,
up more bombs?
absolutely.
Okay. I will try again.
So have y'all already reached out and tried to contact them?
Yeah.
All right. So
I'm
you
going
got-
to try to put a second one at that entrance.
That was 68.
Okay, and then I'm getting back in Barricade.
All right.
68.
Nice. We did it.
68, 69.
Okay. They round a corner across the street, and y'all are in the parking garage. You can see them.
I'm going to get back in Barricade.
You're gonna get on me. It's
Yeah.
on. Yeah.
Oh, it's on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then
Not in.
I guess everybody needs to get on me so I can start booking it to the top of the.
Well, is what I can do then is we can.
Can we
We
fit
are
the
fast.
other?
Yeah, we should be able to.
There should be room, I would think.
Yeah.
Is there room to put an extra
yeah.
person on?
Absolutely.
And then,
Um,
and now that we're doing, okay, yeah.
Because
sorry.
you were already in the parking garage trying to set
bombs up.
bombs. So so Blitz, we're bait by accident. It happens sometimes because I'm fast.
Oh, great.
Small and fast, it just is a thing.
All right.
And so we're going to zip into the parking garage. We're going to try to be seen
Yeah.
so they go into the parking garage and follow us up.
It's going to shoot at you as you rush into it. It's going to.
I'm small and fast. I'm small and fast. I'm small and
Let's
fast.
see. Odds or evens first. Let's go with that.
I like evens.
All right. So even, it's for you. Odd, it's for him. So even, it's coming at you.
Small and fast. Small and fast.
Small and fast. Small and fast. Small and fast. Small and fast.
That is going to be a hit. The missile launches off of it.
A missile?
Yes.
Quad tank.
And you are going to take 100 SDC as this missile slams into your area, and you are propelled forward.
It's into my.
That
it
is
slammed
one
into my area.
MDC.
Yeah.
Ouch! Ouch!
You take 1 MDC of damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I guess I'll try to hop on the radio to call for the other tank to come towards us.
At least it blew you forward, so it's closer to us.
Where's Blitz? Is he okay?
Yeah, Blitz got, the missile hit the area you were in. Blitz kept on going.
Thanks, Blitz.
No, that's small and fast.
The quad tank arrives at the entrance to the parking garage. Turn around and look back, and it's like it splits in half, and it turns into 2 separate walking tanks, each one on 2 separate legs.
Oh, great. We got Imperial AT-ATs.
Hey, we
Yeah,
put
we
2
gotta-
bombs at the entrance.
And it begins to move into the garage.
Is it in
I've been trying to place it.
blast
so-
radius of our Oh, I don't know.
It is.
I've been trying to place bombs less to just blow up like in certain spots. I wanted to place
Like around
bombs
structural things?
on like structure points to collapse the entire parking structure.
So here comes the question: do you want to explode the cars while they're right next to them, hoping to catch them in the blast, while the two Blitz and your character Mercury.
Mercury, thank you.
So while you two are trying to rush out of this thing while it's collapsing, or do you want to wait for them to get out and then to see if it collapses on them?
I'm not going to blow up my teammates.
Yeah, I want to wait for them to get to us.
Okay, so then I need to be starting up to going up if that's how we're going to do this.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm doing my base movement of 60 at the moment.
Yeah, so where did I end up?
You
like
are
on the side of the parking garage,
Yeah.
or
yeah. You're
I'm
going,
like hanging onto the side
now
of the parking
you're
garage.
going up into the parking garage.
So I'm
still.
just running.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're running, pacing, wheeling, however you want to say it.
Okay, well I'm gonna burn some more SDC.
Okay.
You need to get on quick.
1, 2.
Yeah.
We're gonna say 3 is for Blitz.
You okay?
4 and 5. Anything else? Okay. You just hear the sound of minigun bullets striking cement all around you.
All right.
So, and that's the first round. Second round, they're going to shoot at you.
Okay. Can I attempt to parry or dodge?
Yes, you can. You can't so much parry, but you can dodge.
I can't just pop my claws and deflect the bullets.
No.
All fast and go.
But
Okay, I'll try to
this
dodge.
should be fairly easy for you to dodge this.
18.
18, yeah, you definitely dodge. More minigun bullets slamming into the cement around you, and you just seem to, weave your way through them and make your way further up a ramp that they can't see you on.
Okay. And then,
You all make it to the top together.
cool. Hop on top of Barricade.
Hop on pop.
Yeah.
Hop on pop.
You grab a hold and Barricade. I don't know how fast you're going coming off this.
So we're like just got off the ramp. So I'm doing 60. I'm going to burn another 50 points to get me up to 110.
Okay.
So we're gonna make the jump at 110.
All right.
And then once we're off the parking garage,
We'll hit all. I'll
We'll
hit
hit
mine.
and I'll hit my
Yours,
switch
mine.
Okay.
and try to collapse this parking garage on top of these. Do-gooder
Some damage.
lawmen.
These not licensed copyrighted AT-ATs.
Yes, these legally distinct
That's right.
walking tanks.
That's right.
And not to be confused from the walking tank in RoboCop either.
Yeah, it's very different.
Very, very different. I don't know what
Or
you're
the
talking about.
T-100s, which are basically walking tanks. The new Terminator
So-
movie looks awesome.
Yeah. All right.
Not only do the cars explode, you see that almost plasma wave of blue light shooting out the edges of the underground as an incredible amount of damage is done to the structure, and it begins to collapse one level, and then you watch the entire thing kind of lean and crush them inside.
Yes. We succeeded. We're so cool.
Now there's a freeze frame, and we hear Wailing Jennings going, and the Duke boys didn't know what they did.
It's just like, yeah, freeze frame on one of the cops. It's just like, you might be wondering how I got myself in this situation.
And so your team begins to rush off towards the high rise in the distance, or are y'all going to try and what's your plan at this point?
So I think we book it to what?
Yeah,
what's his name?
when we all got back together, or when we got out
Yeah.
of the thing and we were alive and safe, Blitz is probably not great, but I would point at the opening to the next level,
Yeah.
in which, as far as we know, we have to climb. But if we could find something,
And I might as well. Where are you at for your SDC?
I'm at 100.
All right. So, what is your max?
3.
So.
Because I got hit for 100, and then I boosted 100 to get up to you.
All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and spend 100 to heal you, and I'll go down to 600.
Okay.
all right.
Yep. And then, so Blitz, we're gonna head towards the spot that Blitz pointed out to us.
And you
So and I hit the
I'm
ground
okay
doing
with that.
110 still. That
Yeah.
none of that bled off, right?
None of
Okay.
it's
Cool.
off. And you just book it through the city past, dilapidated parks, fallen over buildings, cars that are just piled on top of each other. and you make your way into this large skyscraper that is partially still standing and partially fallen over. And that is where we're going to pause it for this episode. We hope that you'll come back and join us for the conclusion of Cyberball.
And that will do it for us tonight on Seriously, Let's Play.